In this corner, from Half Moon Bay, California, the sensual smoothie looking to two-step its way into the top. It's light on its feet, but it's heavy in your gut. The talented Odwalla Mango Tango. And in this corner, from Monrovia, California, the toughest fruit smoothie in town. It's both buff and in the buff, and ready to bear it all for the win. It's Naked Mighty Mango.
Take it off, take it off. Naked, get naked, yeah.
It's lover versus fighter. Mango versus mango. You tried it. It's the Mango Showdown here on You Tried Dat. I'm one of your hosts, Nick Novak, with my pals Chad Hancock.
Howdy.
Nick Gallagher.
Hello.
And K. Billy Skinsuit. Oh, he's not going to make it today.
Hello there. How are you? It rubs the lotion on the skin.
It drinks the mango, or it gets the hose again.
All right. So
Wait, that's not actually Kill Bill.
Don't you remember when Uma Thurman had that person down the well?
Right. It was a really weird homage.
I really hope people listen to the last episode, because otherwise that makes no sense. So, guys, what is your history with either the Naked Juice or the Odwalla? Have you had them before? Do you drink them often?
I don't drink Odwalla ever, actually. I don't know what it is about it that it just... In general, I think when I've tried both it and the Naked Juice, some of the similar flavors, I've always preferred the Naked Juice. I don't really know why, but I just don't drink them too much anymore because there's just so much sugar in them and then just like not a ton of other nutritional value. So if you're like trying to lose weight or something, then these juices are not really the way to go.
Geiger?
I have literally never had Odwalla, and the only Naked Juice I think I've maybe ever had was the one we tried in an earlier episode. So I'm pretty much a virgin to both of these drinks.
I definitely had a period when I would drink these fairly often, and I think it was like a transition between just eating pure garbage 24/7 and moving into eating healthier, and this was like a gateway kind of a thing. So
Sure, the gateway drug.
It had a picture of there's a fruit on the label. You're like, this is a step in the right direction.
Exactly. It said they used fruit in it, so and I think
Yeah.
it's certainly better for you than a lot of other trash, but like Chad said, a ton of sugar. And then at some point we got a nice blender, and we were just making our own smoothies out of actual fruit and not adding a bunch of preservatives and things. But so I have tried a number of them, but I have not tried the mango. Do you guys like mangoes on their own?
I think mangoes are okay. So I'll eat them in certain situations. There's a dish that I like to cook, which is this salmon dish that comes with some sort of mango salsa. I make that pretty often, and that's pretty good because the mango is mixed in with some of the other stuff, and you're eating it alongside, salmon and rice. But I'm never just going to go grab a mango and eat it. I'd rather have bananas or strawberries or apples or any of the other tastier fruits. So because of that, I've never really tried either of these before. These are like mango and peach drinks.
Yeah, I'll let you know if I like mango as soon as I drink these mango drinks. Because I'm pretty sure okay, let me rephrase. I know I've had mango. I couldn't pick mango out of a lineup. Like, I don't...
You couldn't pick a mango? If I put like a bunch of fruit, you couldn't tell which one was the mango?
No. Let me okay. I can identify a mango visually. Like, the flavor... Like, if you put a bunch of fruits in a row, other tropical fruits that aren't super common, I don't know, like, I could pick out the mango. I maybe had straight up mango and nothing else, like, 3 times in my
I
life.
give you a lineup of like 6 mangoes, and you're like, I don't know what these are.
If you gave me 4 actual mangoes and the 5th one was Chris Kattan from Saturday Night Live, I could probably pick them out correctly as all being mango.
I've had a fair amount of mangoes. The reason I never get them is that they're really hard to cut. There's like a huge pit right in the middle, so there's like a certain way you're supposed to cut off like a third of the end and then cut it into slits and turn the skin inside out. Like, it's a total pain in the ass to eat mango, which is like the main reason I don't do it.
I've heard that before about, turning the skin inside out. and I saw a YouTube video where there was a slightly modified way, which is even easier, which is where you sort of peel it first, which can be a pain in the butt unless you have like a good, peeler. But if you have that, you just peel the skin off, and then you do the slits in the thick side of the mango, like you form a grid, and then you just cut straight down that meaty part, and the cubes of mango just fall off like a waterfall. And if you do that, it's much easier.
Oh, I'll look that up.
I've seen that technique for pineapple, not for mango necessarily, but like same thing where you cut off the brown exterior skin and then you make squares on the edges and slice it off almost like you would like a corn of cob, a cob of corn.
Corn of cob,
The old corn of cob.
The old corn of cob. And scene.
That's how you eat the old mang of go.
So Novak, when you turn the skin inside out, are you making your own KT mango skin suit?
Apparently, there's also now new ways to peel bananas. Like
What?
I've been told I've been peeling bananas incorrectly my whole life. I'm supposed to peel them from the bottom now. Do you guys do it?
What?
I think that is insane. I have seen people that are very adamant about that. Like if you turn a banana upside down and then you hold the long part like a handle and then you peel it from the bottom. I think that's crazy because it's so much harder to open. You get like the banana bits in your fingernails as you're trying to open it. It's just ridiculous. I don't understand why people would do that.
I hear about it all the time. People say it's better, but I've been peeling bananas for more than 30 years on my own and never had that much trouble getting them open. So
I don't know if I'm more surprised that the people are suggesting that or that the both of you are saying you hear about that all the time. Like this is news to me that there's a new way to open a banana.
This is a new fad.
You clearly haven't gone balls deep into the banana subreddits.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, just walking down the street, these assholes are yelling at me, how do you open your banana?
I also heard of some banana that's like super expensive. That's like supposed to be like the sweetest banana there is. And you can pay a bunch of money for it. And it comes in like a single banana in this like cushioned box.
Awesome.
The skin is like gold plated. The entire fruit is made out of cocaine.
I heard there's some trumped up, made up bullshit you can pay a lot of money for. Isn't there also isn't it like a super, in Japan they have these super rare, like specially grown square watermelons and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, I've seen pictures of those.
I think I've read that too, where they grow them in a particular box or something like that, and then they I don't know, it's supposed to be, again, but it's just a watermelon. It doesn't taste any different, I would presume.
Well, Novak, you need to buy one of those expensive bananas and report back in a future episode.
That's what we're gonna. That's for our 100th episode. We're gonna try a $100 banana.
You can talk to You Drank Dat Finance to see if you can get the expense sheet through.
You can charge it on the corporate card.
Which besides the mango is a fruit that you eat that you still think is a pain in the butt to prepare?
I tend to stay away from fruits if they're a pain in the butt. Like I pretty much eat bananas, which are easy, apples easy, oranges kind of easy, strawberries easy. So I don't know. I wouldn't waste my time with something like I'm not gonna go get like a durian or something that's just a nightmare to deal with, dragon fruit or grapefruit or something. I'm way too lazy for that. What about you?
I think watermelon I eat a ton, but I buy it and then I kind of put off cutting it because it just takes a while. And how do you guys cut a watermelon when you let's say you have a full watermelon, you're about to cut it. What's the method?
I just cut it in half and then like quarters and eighths probably and so on until it's small enough that then I can cut the actual meat out. Then I take the meat, I put it all in a Vitamix, and then I make a watermelon smoothie out of it.
I tell all the people who want to eat watermelon to gather around, and then I give them ponchos and tell them to open their mouths, and I smash it with a sledgehammer, Gallagher style.
What is it about our government? Smash. That's my Gallagher impression.
Yeah.
I definitely watched a Gallagher special or two when I was like 9 or 10, and I had all of his humor, like you said, was so political. So 99% of every one of his jokes went straight over my head, and then I just remember like fast forwarding to him smashing things with a sledgehammer.
I used to watch a ton of Gallagher because I loved the smashing parts, but I didn't get any of the jokes. And then I watched one of his special when I was like in college or something, and I'm like, this guy's the least funny comedian. He's so bad.
It must irk him so much too, because he clearly considers himself like an insightful political commentariat, and then like all anyone knows or cares about is just like, yeah, no, cool, yeah, tax reform, get to the watermelon part. Like no one cares.
Right.
Well, he brought that on himself
He-
in making that part of his act.
yeah, he probably wasn't all that pissed off when he was selling out arenas full of watermelons. Do you think he got really upset when he heard about this hot new act called the Smashing Pumpkins? Like he was really worried that they're horning in on his act. A lot of topical references.
Yeah, I think he had lots of props too, like Carrot Top style props and stuff, which makes it just extra unfunny.
I wonder what Gallagher's doing today.
Didn't he sue his brother? His brother was like stealing his act or something. And, yeah, I think if you go look it up, it's his brother was touring as him, and then he ended up suing his brother. Something weird like that. Some weird ass story.
Now, Mac, you told me his brothers are Noam and Liam Gallagher, right? From Oasis.
Yeah, no, his brother is K. Billy Skinsuit. So I know we could sit here and talk Gallagher all day, but we've got some drinks to try.
No, keep talking Gallagher.
Oh no! Odwalla is like the Democrats.
So let's try the Odwalla first, since that is, I don't know, I don't know if it's less popular or not, but I feel like it is slightly less popular.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more of a generic. When I look at the two, I think the Naked is like marketed as a higher quality, but I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't know if this is true when you guys pick these up, but for me, the Naked also is a little more expensive. So even though these things seem identical, the Odwalla was like 50 cents cheaper.
I wonder in the end which one's better for you, because the Odwalla is less calories, but do they have the same number of like the same like vitamin content? I'm trying to read the labels to compare.
It seems like the Odwalla is actually healthier. Like it's got a ton of vitamin C, vitamin A, and the Naked Juice has much less, like 100% vitamin C for the Odwalla versus 10% for the Naked Juice in the bottle.
It claims to have the juice of 1.5 oranges, juice of 1 1/4 apples, 1/3 of a mango, and half a banana. So despite having the name of mango, there's 1/3 of a mango in there.
The Naked Juice is going to be way mangoier because it has 1 1/4 mangoes.
You can even tell in the color, like the Naked Juice is like a dark orange, like a mango, and the other one looks more like orange juice, which makes sense.
Now, which of these would be best for smashing with a sledgehammer?
The Naked is a thicker juice, I think, so I think that would be good.
Yeah.
It smells pretty mango-y.
If anyone who's ever juiced fruit or used a blender knows that if I put 1.5 oranges, 1 1/4 apples, 1/3 of a mango, and half a banana, it would give me about 1/4 of the amount of juice here. So
you get 3 drops of juice out of the juicer.
It's pretty good.
So I'll go through the rating system that we have for these. So per usual with our You Drank Dat segments, we're going to do a 3-point scale. But I'm going to do them slightly out of order here. So the top rating is going to be Mang Whoa. The bottom rating is going to be Mang No. The middle rating, Mang Status Quo. So there you go. Those are ratings for today.
That's fair.
All right. What are your first impressions?
It definitely smells and tastes pretty mango-y. Like, I'm not even sure I even taste the orange. Actually, the mango kind of overwhelms the flavor. I definitely don't taste apple.
Yeah, me neither. I don't taste any apple.
I think it's pleasant enough. You know, like we talked about, there is, how much sugar's in this? A ton of sugar. 57 grams of sugar. So, of course, it's going to taste pleasant. Like, you could definitely drink it, but would you, is the question.
I would not, since it's giving me heartburn already.
Are you allergic to this shit, Geiger? You're allergic to apples, I thought, right?
Yeah, and this is predominantly apple. But I don't think it's because of that. I don't know. We'll find out. No, I'm not. Sometimes fruit juice is like like Novak, you've had acid reflux before. Isn't orange juice kind of a trigger for that?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I would guess that's more what it is.
We originally, for a few days, had set this up to be strawberry banana versus strawberry banana. And then when I had seen Geiger in person and we were talking about the upcoming episode, he said, "Oh, it's gonna be tough for me to take more than a sip or two of that because I'm so allergic to strawberries."
Anything
So I
for this
said,
podcast,
maybe we
guys.
shouldn't do that.
I keep forgetting about your food allergy. I guess we probably shouldn't do any more fruit juices in the future.
No, I can do a couple sips. Like I said, look, I drank a whole thing of Nestle Quick and then had to quickly run to the bathroom in between episodes. So I'm willing to put my body on the line for the.
You had to go show the toilet your chocolate stink.
Right. Yes, I did.
Okay, I'm curious about this
Mhm.
because I'm not lactose intolerant, but
Right.
you drink a Nestle Quick.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's making its way out of your system. Is it just one quick destruction of a toilet bowl and then you're done, or does this bother you over like the following 24 hours?
It depends. So, like, if I eat.
You need Depends.
Thanks. Oops, I crapped my pants. No, the Nestle Quick was pretty much a one shot. Like, I got in and out, and it was done with. There were some flatulence afterward, but other than that, it was just the one main event. But if I eat like a lot of dairy for like a meal, like if I ate a real like cheesy pizza for a couple hours, that one might be, or like real like cheesy oily garlic bread, that might be a multi-round situation.
Okay, so here's something I'm curious about. After you have your incident, does the toilet bowl resemble a smashed watermelon?
Yeah, it resembles a smashed watermelon with retainer wire in it. It looks like a real Gallagher situation in there.
Do you call your post-lactose bowel movements a Gallagher?
I call it.
This Nestle Quick gave me 3 Gallaghers.
Yeah, I usually look down and say, "This resembles Congress," and then I flush it down the toilet.
That was Gallagher's brother's show. I don't think there was fruit.
Gallagher's brother was lactose intolerant. He just drank giant jugs of Nestle Quick and took dumps on stage.
He just went out and he's like, "Here's what I think of our democracy," and just splattered feces all over the front row.
Had someone hit his lower GI tract with a sledgehammer.
And all our millennial listeners are going to have no fucking idea what we're talking about with these Gallagher references.
Yeah. Gallagher and Chris Kattan, oh, these guys are topical.
All right, shall we get into the naked juice?
Before we do the rating, yeah, we'll do the naked and then the ratings at the end. The naked is definitely slightly thicker juice.
Yeah, it's much oranger as well.
It's almost like almost like pumpkin pie colored.
Yeah.
Definitely has a stronger mango smell. It's much thicker, too.
Well, that is a stronger mango taste, I believe, as well.
They are super similar. I knew I knew we probably could expect that to happen, but
But that's why we do this. We're here to tell people which one is better.
These two market-tested drinks.
I'm going to do them side by side.
These two market-tested drinks that were aimed solely at the mango market taste similar.
I'm double fisting right now.
yeah, I have to literally drink them one after the other to just try to discern some difference.
I will say, for me, the Odwalla tastes, now that I'm having it side by side, a little less mango-y and a little sweeter. I think it's all the other fruit juice in there that the naked Mighty Mango does not have.
You can definitely taste the difference in flavor and consistency when you do them back to back.
They have the same 4 fruit in them, but the naked has 1 1/4 mangoes, this was mentioned, 1 3/4 apples, half an orange, and 1/3 of a banana. So just heavier on the mangoes. It says a hint of lemon, which is clearly doing nothing.
They're both gluten-free, which is good.
You also can't taste the banana. I think that's just there for consistency.
Yeah, possibly.
Both of them have exactly 57 grams of sugar. So if you drank both of these...
We'd be getting over 500 calories if we drank both of these whole bottles right now.
These will both give you diabetes. 100% of your daily diabetes intake. Does one of them make you want to get naked?
Here's what I think of diabetes. Do you think one of the two of these, if you served them on a date, would help you be naked at the end of it?
Serve them on a date. Come back to my place. Oh, you want a drink? Yeah, I'd love one. Come on up for a nightcap. Okay, cool. I've got naked Mighty Mango or Odwalla Mango Tango. And just like open up a fridge and it's nothing but that drink.
Now that you mention it, I am looking on the Odwalla bottle and it has a slogan on it. It says, "Makes that taco juicy." So, I guess that's the one you want to pick.
I just thought about when Geiger was saying it. let's say you were dating someone, you went to their place. It was the first date, and the first thing they opened the fridge and said, "I've got Naked Mighty Mango and Odwalla Mango Tango." Would you just be like, "I'm out"?
All you. Actually, I'm kind of hungry. Do you want something? Yeah, I've got this freshly cut mango. The fuck?
Yeah, I think I would turn around and leave.
Novak, what if you walked in on a date and then like went to her place, and she's like, "Oh, you just want to like Netflix and chill?" And you're like, "Yeah." And you sit down, and she just like pops in a DVD of Gallagher's Greatest Hits.
You want a Gallagher and chill?
And then she just starts like trying to make the moves on you, and you're like, would you be in the mood, or would like you be able to make out listening to Gallagher cackle in the background?
I don't know. How many Mighty Mangoes have I had?
You had some Mighty Mango vodka mixers.
The thing about doggy style is it's like this watermelon. Smash.
Okay, wait a minute. How is it like? No, okay. Explain.
I don't know. You smash that?
All right, let's do some rating. Geiger, I'm gonna call you out first here. What do you give us your thoughts and ratings on both of these?
Okay, real quick though, before you do that, quickly, would you leave if you were in the middle of a romantic encounter with a woman and she just busted out the Gallagher voice, like, "Oh yeah, do it harder, smash that ass"?
Hey, how about my butt?
Would you finish, or do you just get up and leave immediately?
I like how Chad was like 5 seconds ago talking about juicy veggies and smashing, and then this time he's like, "So you're in the middle of a romantic encounter." Oh, classy.
Okay, anyway, go ahead. You can rate now.
No, sorry, no.
If you were
didn't get a chance to
last
answer.
one. If you were in a romantic encounter with Gallagher.
Continue.
And
what do you mean if?
You piqued my curiosity.
Oh, you piqued more than my curiosity.
And he just downed an entire Nestle Quick. Would you still go for the stink?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd go for a 1 in the stink.
I'd stink it.
All right, Geiger, rate these.
Why am I getting yelled at? I did nothing. For once, I'm not the one that dragged us in the toilet. So, thoughts on both? Bunch of children. The Mango Tango Odwalla, like I said, is a little thinner and more. Having had them side by side, it's definitely less mango-y and more fruit juicy and more like sugary tasting than the other one. And I don't know if it's necessarily the mango flavor I'm hunting, but I like the Naked a little bit better because it's not as sugary tasting, and I like the thicker consistency, especially like if I think about these things as something I would maybe like have for breakfast. I'd like a thicker one to like, I don't know, it feels more filling and it is more calories, so that would make sense. Not that it's necessarily a healthy breakfast, but it's something I would prefer the Naked probably over the Odwalla. So if I'm giving them ratings, I actually think the Naked one is pretty tasty. I like the consistency. I like the flavor. It's not nearly as sweet, which I appreciate. So I would give that a Whoa. The Odwalla, I'd say, is just fine. I get it's not bad. I would definitely drink it if it weren't giving me heartburn. That aside, flavor-wise, it's fine. It just tastes like fruit juice. So I'd probably give that a Mang status quo. I don't dislike it. It's just I can't say it's as good as the Naked.
All right, Chad, do you agree with that? He's giving it one more chance, one more last shot.
He's furiously giving them chugs.
I disagree.
Okay.
Now, I agree with your rationale. Normally, I would want the thicker one.
Yeah, you would.
You know how I like them thick. Talking about juice, not dong. But anyways, in this case, the flavor of the Odwalla is just a little bit better for some reason. I also like that it has better nutritional value. There's just something about the consistency of the Naked juice that just isn't really doing it for me in this case. So I'm going to give the Naked juice a mild Mang no. But I'm also not really blown away by the Odwalla either. That one's going to get a Mang status quo. These mango drinks is just not something I really want to seek out.
Whew. All right, this is going to make things difficult. I've really tried to find big differences between these, and they are so similar.
Yeah, that is absolutely true.
I drank them in different orders, and I felt like I liked one first, and then I liked the other one the next time I tried it. At the end of the day, they're just both Mang status quos for me.
Okay.
I
Fair.
feel like they're too similar to really even distinguish, and the reason that makes that's difficult is because I'm pretty sure we have a tie now.
But that means you have to pick which one is better, and that's what breaks the tie.
No, wait. How do we have a tie? Because you gave a dislike to one, basically, Chad. And no one else did.
He gave one a higher rating than the other, and you reversed him.
Yeah.
Right, but I only went to status quo, not dislike.
Right, he was a no and a quo, and you were a whoa and a quo.
Geiger's talking about if you average out all the scores, the Naked Juice average is higher.
Hey, I mathed.
Hey, way to math, Geiger.
Yeah, maybe I need to drink more of this. It's making me smarter.
So we slightly...
But Novak, if you had to pick a preference, which one would you pick?
Yeah, if you had to lean one way or the other. Gun to your head.
I think...
Gallagher sledgehammer to your head.
I think I have to go on which one tastes more mango-y, because they have the word mango on there, so I would pick, from that criteria, the Naked.
It does taste more mango, yeah, that's true.
And the mango, the Odwalla tastes a lot just kind of like orange juice, like a slightly different flavored orange juice to me. So
I do think it's weird that they advertise it as Mango Tango, and then mango is the third most prevalent fruit in it. Not even third, fourth. There's half a banana and a third of
I think
mango.
it's just hard to rhyme words with like orange. So
Actually, now that I think about the math...
No, that not math, right?
No, it is a tie. The audience is screaming at us right now.
Wait, hold on.
Like, the Naked Juice got a whoa, a no, and a quo. The Odwalla got 3 quos, so that's a tie. But Naked Juice wins because Novak preferred it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay.
But for the listener, we say buy whichever one the hell you want to, because they're really super similar. And like Chad said, the Odwalla was a little bit cheaper, so maybe saving the buck would be enough to just have you pick one over the other.
Yeah.
The Odwalla also was definitively healthier, I think, too, right?
I think so.
If that's important, yeah.
It's clearly not, because we are doing this podcast. All right, before we go, let's just all list our favorite Gallagher special.
Oh, boy. I really like that one about the Constitutional Bill of Amendments. That one.
I like Gallagher does Dallas.
Okay.
Here are some actual names of his comedy specials. And just try to imagine them in his voice. He has one called Mad as Hell. One called That's Stupid. I'm sure I've seen that one.
Like a guy titling his thing That's Stupid, and then he has people dress up in garbage bags so he can smash fruit in their face. Real height of intellectual comedy.
He also has one called SledgeOmatic.com.
That sounds like his agent is like, you gotta get on the internet, Gallagher. All right.
That one came out in 2000, so he's like, well, I better get on this .com thing. That's timely.
Interweb of lies, am I right?
All right. Well, that will wrap it up here for the Mango Challenge. But we'll be back next time. We'll be trying 3 brand new snacks.
Deuces.
Yep.